Alright, hello boys and girls. Let's do this. Let's get this Friday over with. I always have great Fridays, you know. I'm always red. Except for that one Friday that I made a lot of money. But that's only because everything was going crazy. Today, I hit my max loss and I let it run a little bit more than I should by about 20, $30. So, all in all, it's pretty good. It's just I watched the MES run. Like, my first mistake here was adding too early. Again, I do this so often. The SPY was at 289 exactly. So if you look at the SPY here, it came down and when it touched 289, I saw this level here and I thought that we would reverse off of it potentially. And I guess it was a level because we did hit it and then, you know, kind of dive from there. But I added there, or I put my starter there, and then I added more at the actual level. This is just a level that I've identified from pre-market from yesterday. It's bounced off of it a couple times yesterday, and the day before it actually respected it pretty well. We dipped into it, dipped into it, dipped into it. So I added the full size there, and right around here, it was down $100, and that's where I'm supposed to just cut it. It might not sound like that big of a rule or that important of a rule, but I'm supposed to just cut it. And I didn't have the discipline to do that. So down here, it was down like 203, came back up, it was down like 90. Should have taken it right there. Came down, made a new low. As it came back up, right in here, I just said, screw it. If I take it here, that's better discipline than just seeing what happens. So I just took it immediately. Sure, if I had waited, I would have had a better opportunity, but that's not the point because this could have just rolled over, never recovered, and then when do I take it? 250, 300, 350, 400? Oh, I'm just waiting for a pop. It's like, well, you could be waiting for that pop forever, and then you blow up your account, or you take a fat loss. So, I'm not down that much today. Traded ARQL, traded the MES. My thesis was just, or my timing at least was wrong. I don't know if my thesis is wrong. I still have those calls from yesterday, and they're not doing too hot right now. I'm not counting that in today's loss. Otherwise, it would be an extra $50, $60, $70, $80. Because I took these yesterday, and what did I make yesterday? Like $350 or something? $300? So I just kind of deducted it from that. Like I was risking the risk on this trade of like $90 total off of that profit rather than today's, so I didn't just stop when this was also counting towards today's loss, if you know what I mean. So anyways, bought those the other day, yesterday at 26 cents. They're at 10 cents. You know, they've seen better days, so whatever. We're not gonna... Those can go to zero and I could care less. So ARQL, now the difference in here is that if I had to just cut it at $100 rather than $150, right? Like the chart didn't really matter in this one because I thought that it was going to bounce. I thought it was going to bounce from here. And I was willing to give it enough wiggle room to give me $100 worth of risk. Now, I didn't obey that, and it was $150. Now, when I'm taking way bigger size, that's just not acceptable. That's the difference between $10,000 and $15,000 of a loss. You can't let that wiggle $5,000 in here. Now, I'm being kind of dramatic, but the point is that as I size up, only $50 becomes like only a couple thousand at least, if not, you know, more and more as if I had taken 1,000 contracts instead of 10, then that's what would have happened. So, all right, so just ARQL and the MES here. Again, it doesn't look that bad. This is pretty good. It's showing my call loss right now, so it says I'm down 300, but on the day, I'm only down whatever this is. What, 100 or 240, 238, something like that, right? Again, my math's terrible, but ARQL I took a couple stabs at it. I think I could show you the video for that. That would be better. ARQL. I was already in pre-market. I gave it enough room here from 8.83 from 96 cents, around 25 cents, maybe a little bit more, a little less of room to give me $100 worth of risk, but enough room that I can still be in if it dips below my level of $9. And I think that was a really, really good trade. And now it did end up stopping me out there for exactly what I wanted, $98. And I think I took it again a couple times. So it started to hold $8.90. Now this is where I started scalping it. So I took 500 shares. Let me show you. Let's back up. It started holding the 90s. You know, we're in the high 80s. We're getting bought up into the 90s. There's hidden buyers. There's a lot of buying. And this isn't dropping. So I got in for 500 shares there at 93. And as we came back up to $9, I said, okay, we're going to break through it this time. Probably towards this high, maybe $9.10, $9.08, just above $9. So I add to 1,000 there as 9 looked like it was breaking, and it didn't right away. So I was about to stop out, but it just got bought up so quickly that it broke through. I started to sell some shares. I got 500 out right there. And there's like bidders popping up here, so I wasn't too worried about the last 500 quite yet. I just wanted to do a quick scalp there, maybe chunk away at the loss, and I got it down to 38. But this is where it started to go bad. Oh yeah, this was the futures trade. So like I said, I was down 2 something or 180 at one point. It should have been cut back here. It should have been cut. You can see I was hovering. I was like, should I cut it? Should I? It's at $100. My finger, the mouse is on the trigger right there. But I didn't. I let it go, you know, double that. I should have. It's just so. I know I'm kind of being dramatic again and overreacting, but like that is what I need to do. I need to stop out. There's just no questions. I'm past it. Stop out. Just stop out. Don't ask any questions. Just frickin' stop out. So whatever. That's that. I took a couple more scalps on the other monitor on ARQL. I tried to just kind of catch it here. I thought that we could squeeze the shorts out as we looked like we were double bottoming. And there were really small losses on 1,000 shares, but I got myself back up to $85 a loss on the name. That's okay, but I'm trying to move away from the over trading. I'm trying to move away from the lower probability setups. So I shouldn't really be taking stuff like that. Like, yes, it could have squeezed people out and made it up to 950, but that's not the probable trade. The probable trade is it's under $9. So anything into $9, everyone's going to short. So the higher probability setup is that it's going to move lower from here, not trap everyone in here. Some random buyer is going to come in and then squeeze this up. That doesn't happen as often as the short. So over time, I will lose money if I try to take these setups. And yes, I took really tight stops. So on one hand, you could say it's okay. On the other hand, you could say it's feeding that impulsive nature. I don't know. I'm just trying to stay away from that. I kept my loss within reason, so that's what I'm happy about. I actually could have shorted it. I just realized. I didn't know I could have at the time. Maybe I would have in this area. Nonetheless, that's what happened today. My Fridays are usually not too good. Maybe I should take that as a hint. Like, take less size on Fridays unless I see a good setup, or just wait for those A setups, A plus, and just try to take 1 or 2 trades. But that's all I did today. So I don't know what else I can do. You know, it's nice out, so I'm gonna go ride the bike because I want to just get out of here and forget about this. I still got my calls on the SPY, so I still have a chance But the strike 292 is just a little too much. I don't know if theta is just gonna eat them up, but I do think this is gonna have some ridiculous squeeze from here. It's just, it makes the most sense to me. It's gonna fly up. Maybe the futures will go crazy on the weekend. Hopefully on Monday we get a move. We break out of these levels right here, and we get a move up towards 291, and the volatility is high enough that my 292s don't get wrecked. I should have taken 291s, but I didn't. So watch out for that. We'll see if my crystal ball's right. We're gonna get that mega death short squeeze from hell on the SPY. Other than that, you know, have a great weekend. Join the Discord if you want to. Leave some comments. Let me know what you traded. Let me know what you think of my trading. Please smash that subscribe button. Have a good one.